Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. Now we already did a best credit card bonuses video for February, but every time I think there are no more to talk about, we get a new bonus coming out. You know, I used to think 100,000 points was a lot, but now we have 200,000, even 300,000, $3,000 in cashback, plus 2 hotel credit cards that give 5 free nights as a bonus. How can this be real?
That mother back there is not real.
Oh, but it is, Tiffany. And in this video, we are going to go through it all. And this video is brought to you by Aura, but more on that later. Now, since we're going to talk about credit card welcome bonuses, if you are new and you don't know what that is, it is when a certain card lets you get a bonus amount of points or cashback for spending a certain amount of money in your first few months after you open the card. For example, 50,000 points, that's normally going to be worth at least $500 for spending $4,000 on purchases on the card in 3 months. And those purchases are purchases you would have made anyway. You're not giving them the money. It's, you know, things that you're buying in stores. It's basically an incentive to get you to open the card, but if you're disciplined and you always pay the card back in full every month so you don't pay any interest, then these bonuses can make you a lot of money. So I want to start with a free night offer that just launched, and this now means that there are now 2 Marriott credit cards offering 5 free nights, each worth 50,000 Marriott points. That gets you a sort of mid to high tier Marriott as a welcome bonus. We talked about the Marriott Bonvoy card from Chase a week or 2 ago, but now there is another Marriott credit card that's just launched a similar offer, and that is the Marriott Bonvoy Business American Express card. Now this one requires you to spend $8,000 on purchases on the card in 6 months to get the bonus. That's just over $1,333 a month. This is actually less per month than the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card from Chase, which has the same 5 free night bonus, but it requires $5,000 in spending in 3 months. So that would be $1,666 per month because it's 3 months instead of 6 months. Another advantage of a business card is that it doesn't show on your personal credit report, and that may be important to some people. Or you could just be a person who'd already had a load of bonuses on many personal cards and doesn't have that many options left with bonus rules as they are, so you may want to look at business cards. With American Express business cards, you can apply as a sole proprietor, so anyone who gets paid on a 1099 form, not a W-2, would be eligible. I'll put a link to my review of that card in a pinned comment if you want to check it out. And this bonus on the Amex Marriott Bonvoy business card ends on March 20th. Next, let's look at another limited time offer, the Southwest Companion Pass. Now, right now, 3 Southwest Personal Airlines credit cards from Chase are offering a free Companion Pass valid through 2/28/2025, okay, February 28th, 2025, plus 30,000 points when you sign up and spend $4,000 in your first 3 months. This is an insanely good deal. Normally these cards will give you 75,000 points, maybe 100,000 points, but you would have to actually accumulate 135,000 points, so you'd have to get some points from different sources, maybe from flying or spending on the card under normal circumstances, to qualify it for the Companion Pass. With this, you are getting a Companion Pass valid for a year and 30,000 points in one shot just by spending $4,000 on your card. Companion Pass, if you don't know, lets you get an extra seat for one companion that you choose, must always be the same person, when you are paying cash or redeeming points for Southwest flights. This deal is only going to be around until March 11th, so get it while you can, and as always, I'll put links to all of these cards below in the description section. You may have to click show more to open it up and find them. All right, now let's move on to a card with a 200,000 point bonus. But before we look at that, I know you're watching this video because you're interested in getting huge welcome bonuses on credit cards. Thus, you really need to protect your credit score so that you can actually get approved for them. You don't want scammers getting your information, opening accounts in your name, and trashing that credit score. And that is why I have partnered with Aura, the sponsor of today's video. They are an all-in-one identity protection and credit monitoring service. They constantly reach out to data brokers on your behalf to get your information off the internet. For example, there are 61 different people called Ben Hedges on the site True People Search. You can see their whole address, find their house. I used to always pick on Ben Hedges in Illinois and show you his trampoline. But let's check out Ben Hedges in Texas instead. Look, there's an empty lot next to him. Maybe I should build a house and move in. Anyway, not one of those 61 is me because I have Aura and my data has been removed. Actually, last time I checked, there were 61 Ben Hedges. Maybe that person got Aura too. It's the same with robocalls. I used to not answer the phone when I saw a number with the same area code as mine, and I've missed a load of important calls because of it. But now because of Aura, I've noticed a decrease in annoying robocalls. Aura actually does like 6 things in one: identity and credit monitoring, warning you of suspicious activity on your credit report. There's a password manager, antivirus protection. It's a VPN, which keeps your data safe online. There's home title monitoring, and like we said, data broker removal. And since you get all those things together, it's way cheaper than if you signed up to all those services individually. You can either let people continue to exploit and profit off your private information, or you can go to aura.com/benhedges and start your 2-week free trial. It's also linked in the description below. So I promised you a $200,000 bonus. Well, here it is. The Amex Business Platinum is offering a targeted $200,000 bonus. This is the highest bonus we've ever seen on this card, and it is for spending $15,000 in 3 months. Obviously, that's quite a lot, but you know, it is a business card and it will be doable for many people with businesses. I actually did this spending requirement last year to get 150,000 points. But guys, the bonus is targeted. Now, you may see it in your account. Doctor of Credit also have a direct link where you can click through to apply, but you do have to sign into your account, and it will thus pre-fill your application if you are targeted for the offer. If you are not targeted, it'll just take you to your account homepage as if there was never a 200,000 point offer.
Nothing to see here.
Since I already have the Business Platinum, I got the nothing to see here treatment. But anyway, I'll put the link to the Doctor of Credit article where you can take a look and you can click through and see if you're targeted. But when you're already at the max, where do you go?
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. You're on 10 on your guitar. Where can you go from there? You know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly.
Right, so if you're already at 200,000, where can you go? 300,000. And that is exactly what the Capital One Venture X business card is offering. 300,000 Capital One miles for spending, get this, $100,000 in 6 months. Now, this is split into 2 halves. So the first half is spend $20,000 in 3 months and get 150,000 miles, which is already pretty good. That could be worth up to around $3,000 depending on how good you are at getting value out of miles. Actually, it could be worth a lot more than that if you're redeeming it for really high value business class or first class flights. Then if you spend a total of $100,000, so including the original 20,000 in 6 months, you get another 150,000 miles for a total of 300,000. If you prefer cashback, then the Spark 2% Cash Plus card, also from Capital One, is actually offering the same deal, but with cashback. $1,500 in cashback for spending $20,000 in 3 months, and then another $1,500 when you spend a total of $100,000 in 6 months. So that's a total of $3,000 as a welcome bonus. Both of these are limited time offers, but we do not know the exact end date yet. I know the spending requirements are high, so while the majority of people will pass them by, those of you with capital-intensive businesses may find them useful. All right, let's now move on to some airline cards. The credit cards from all 3 US legacy carriers, American, Delta, and United, are doing some form of elevated bonuses. Let's start with American. You can now earn 15,000 miles with their basic Mile Up card, which has no annual fee. It's not that much, but hey, it's a no annual fee card. And you can earn 70,000 miles on their Executive Platinum card. That's their top tier card that gets you into Admirals Club and gets you all the cool stuff. So for American Airlines loyalists, it could be a good time to get one of those cards. Then for Delta, the Delta Gold, Platinum, and Reserve from American Express are offering limited time 70,000, 90,000, and 100,000 mile bonuses. These bonuses will all end on March 27th. And finally, we get to the United cards from Chase. We have offers of 30,000 miles on their no annual fee Getaway card. Then we have 60,000 and then 70,000 as we move up through the personal cards. Those ones are limited time offers. And then we finally get to the United business card where we have 100,000 United miles. That could get you a business class flight to Europe like I took with Polaris. And I'll put a link to those cards and my article on the business card below. All right, guys, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, links to most of the stuff we've talked about will be in the description. And don't forget that you can protect your personal data and credit score with Aura. Use my link below to get a 2-week free trial of their service. Please subscribe if you're new. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.